Here, in Rio de Janeiro, southeastern Brazil, is a very special place for the local biodiversity, Sepetiba Bay. Dominated by its estuaries and mangroves, the bay provides a natural breeding ground for many aquatic species. This habitat plays a big role in the absorption of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere while ensuring food and water security. The abundance of fish in the area allowed the development of traditional fishery holding to the artisanal techniques over the last 200 years. This very special ecosystem also hosts a species only found in Central and South America, the Guiana Dolphin. The Guiana Dolphins are very shy. They live in dark waters and tend to stay away from boats, which make them particularly hard to observe and study. As top predators, they play a very important role in the regulations of the marine ecosystem. Here, in Sepetiba Bay, used to live one of the biggest populations of those dolphins in the world, around 1,000 individuals feeding and breeding in the bay. This particularly dense population led to the apparition of unique behaviors that we can only observe here. Generally forming groups up to 20 individuals, they have been seen traveling in gatherings of over 200 dolphins in those waters. This very particular site gave a unique opportunity to learn more about the Guiana Dolphins and attracted researchers. My name is Juliet de Rozario, and as a Darwin leader, I am here in Rio to study the decline of the Guiana Dolphin populations in the Sepetiba Bay. To do so, I met researchers from the Laboratory of Marine Ecology and Conservation of the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro. They studied those populations for over 20 years.
At my lab, at Marine Ecology Conservation Lab, we work several aspects of dolphin and whale ecology, behavior and conservation. For example, we try to understand where they are and why they live in the places they live. We try to understand their social behavior, their foraging behavior, and all of this in a context of conservation. So where the species live now, do they have the whole habitat to use as an important aspect of their biology, or is it being threatened by different human activities? So how is noise pollution is affecting them? How is shipping affecting them? How the lack of food is affecting them? They live in estuaries, bays, and really close to the coast. So this is a challenge to protect them because most of their habitat is overlapped with human activities such as sports, fishing, and other activities. These dolphins had so much going on in these last 20 years, so they do not necessarily understand these changes and have the ability to adapt, to cope with these changes.
Over those last 2 decades, the Sepetiba Bay has seen a fast industrial and urban development. Some previously settled corporations expanded and new ones appeared, in addition to the development of predatory tourism and illegal fishing, all taking away fishing ground from the traditional fishermen. Those changes have shaped the landscape in a complete different way. Concrete, metal, huge shipping cargoes rapidly replaced the mangroves, digging into the sea to force their way in, contaminating the water and decimating the fish. In the next episode, we are going to explain how, in only 2 decades, the Guiana dolphin, starving and confused, became a vulnerable species in Brazil.